Oh, you know it's vlog time. It's time for another vlog. It's been a long time. It's time for a vlog now. As soon as I start to record, you need something. What's the matter?
Sister won't.
Yo. Two things. One, you're messing up my bed that I made. Or is it you? Are you the culprit? And two, why are you hanging out with a stethoscope? Are you Dr. Stelbell? Dr. Bell. Paging Dr. Bell. You hate that. Okay, here you go. So I'm back on YouTube, on the old tube. I'm sure the masses are just relieved. I came in here to show you guys the latest thing that I've started incorporating to help with things that I was talking about last video. No, not vitamin D. This is not mine. This is not what I'm taking. Lies. You come back and you're already lying to the people. Good work. This. Vitamin B12. My endocrinologist had suggested it as something to kind of help with fatigue because fatigue has been something that I've been experiencing heavily, more than usual. It was another one of those side effects that I just didn't mention in my last video. And my endocrinologist had wanted me to take B12, but he had wanted me to wait because he wanted to see how good just the Synthroid levothyroxine would make me feel without any outside assistance. And it's been long enough now, so I picked up and started taking B12 because if Mama's not going to have her caffeine that she was starting to get used to and really enjoy the benefits of, Mama's going to need to take something to help with energy levels to get through days like today where it's every weekday school and all the mom duties at home and then my school and then work. Just need a little something.
Go in that store with me. You get a sticker because you are doing a great job at the store.
Oh, thank you, honey. You're so sweet.
Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh. Hey!
I'm trying to work. I said I'm trying to work. Don't sass me. Excuse me. The kids are playing. Time is of the end. Luna! The kids are playing, so right outside the window. The kids are playing, so time is of the essence. It's just a little sit-down chat, check-in. Been taking the B12 a little while, and I feel like it's making a difference with my Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism symptoms that I was having. Yeah, my hair's wet. My makeup's looking a mess. This is the content you signed up for. As far as I can tell, the B12, incorporating that has seemed to help. I also have been successful. Well, I have been pretty successful at cutting caffeine out of my diet. I didn't do it completely, but I had a couple days of like no caffeine, and then I think I had like 2 caffeinated drinks like all of last week, like total. So far so good. I have not been feeling flare-up-ish. I've actually had a boost in my motivation and the things that I was attributing to feeling an increase in depression. So I felt a decrease, I guess, in those symptoms and an increase in overall energy and lack of fatigue and those sorts of things. So I'm taking it as a good positive sign. It remains to be seen. I already am looking ghostly today because my foundation match wasn't being great, so maybe I should turn the lighting down. So it remains to be seen if that really has a lot to do with cutting caffeine out or if it has more to do with incorporating the B12. We will see. Let me set my insecurities aside for just a second because I feel like this is something that I want to do. Chances are that nobody's going to respond, which is where the insecurities come in. I'm afraid I'm going to ask this question and I'm not going to get really any response, no emails, no comments about this. But because I feel like it's important to me and I've been feeling like asking this for quite some time now, I'm just gonna do it. I am wondering if you guys can tell me kind of what you would like to see from this channel. We're climbing up close to 900 subscribers, which is crazy. And I feel like up until this point, my channel has kind of been all over the place, which that's kind of how my personality is. Like, it's the ADHD and just who I am. I feel like I want to try so many different things and talk about so many different things. And at the same time, I feel like that's not necessarily the most productive or positive thing for something like a YouTube channel, where a lot of times they do better when you have more of a focus. So I guess my question, to rephrase again, is what would you guys like to see more of? Or do you guys have any sort of good ideas based off of things that I've done or things about me that I've shown you that you would like to see? For example, do you like when I just sit down and talk about subjects? And if so, what kind of subjects should I focus more on or go into? Things like that. Or are there things that you just like to see me try? Like, I don't know, funny, like I can be really eccentric, really crazy. I really have enjoyed making comedic things. And the only thing that I've really tried to be comedic, well, it just kind of comes out in like my editing and when I'm talking. But the only time I've actually focused and tried to be somewhat comedically focused is with my gaming videos, which I've really enjoyed. No new ones yet, so don't get your hopes up. Not that anyone would. And I found that to be really enjoyable. I'm kind of picking you guys' brains because you're here for a reason, and I kind of want to know either what that reason is or what could make this a more enjoyable place, because a lot of times I find myself wanting to do this, and the whole basis of my channel this year has been to just be vulnerable, be real, and talk about the stuff that not a lot of people talk about. If that's what you love about this channel, let me know, and maybe give me some things that you'd like me to talk about. Or if you've liked, you found my channel and you just liked it because I'm goofy, or you like laughing at me, or whatever it might be, tell me that and shoot me any ideas, because this is fun for me to do. But I feel like it's also important to know what my audience is here exactly for, especially when I'm kind of all over the place, so I can give you guys more effectively focused content, if that makes any sense. Getting close to 1,000, and I feel like it's just important. I have people that watch, not a ton, really not big numbers on my views, but every view to me that's somebody who's taking the time to like click and sit and watch this face and the things that I'm saying and watch the things that I'm doing. And so every single one of those opinions count and matter to me. So this is your chance to give me some opinions, some insight. I'm opening it up. And if nobody answers me, that's fine. I'll just sit here and feel even more insecure. Or I'll just keep on doing what I'm doing, because so far it seems like all of you that are here have liked something that you've seen. So I can't be doing everything totally wrong.